Hailed as the most famous and greatest out of Gerry Anderson's incredible filmmaking career, Thunderbirds turned 60 in 2025 and is being vastly celebrated with a host of exciting events and memorabilia celebrations. Century 22 Productions is proud to bring Thunderbirds Dateline 2065, calling international rescue, a special investigation into the technical specifications of the series' star vehicles, characters, and also guest vehicles. It unveils exclusive new information that is essential for fans of the series. Learn everything from the secrets behind Tracy Island to the Thunderbird machines, alongside the Sun Probe, Crab Logger, Fireflash, and more. So, stand by for Blastoff. Welcome to International Rescue. The key to the success of many of International Rescue's missions can be attributed to the effective use of specialized rescue vehicles capable of carrying out otherwise impossible tasks. Designed for maximum efficiency and versatility, these vehicles can be used for inhospitable environments. The specialized rescue equipment carried by Thunderbird 2 play an essential part to any rescue operation. Although there is storage and service bays on Tracy Island, they tend to be kept on standby in the 6 pods aboard Thunderbird 2 to save time. Most vehicles are designed for specific operations. A number of vehicles were purchased by International Rescue and adapted, which have been upgraded for even more effective use. The Mole, International Rescue's immensely powerful drilling and burrowing machine, is carried to the danger zone aboard Thunderbird 2, either in pods 3 or 5. The Mole is one of the larger pod vehicles, weighs 30 tons, used to help recover trapped people under collapsed buildings or buried underground. The Mole is capable of drilling through the hardest rock and man-made material. The vehicle travels at a maximum drilling speed of 15 miles per hour and is powered by a nuclear fusion-powered electric motor. The drill bit, constructed from Formula C30/1, like a helium-derived alloy, can cut through virtually all known metals. The Firefly, one of International Rescue's primary pod vehicles. The Firefly is used for firefighting and demolition work. The Firefly uses nitroglycerine shells to snuff out the fire at the source from the front of the craft in the protective plate. The rear-mounted gun can also extinguish fires using water or foam. The recovery vehicles, used to haul great weights such as aircraft or trains out of pits, lakes and rivers. They are a pair of tracked units fitted with magnetic lines and powerful electromagnets on high tensile 800 feet long cables which can be projected at targets 30 feet away. The line can be drawn back into the vehicle, allowing the target to be drawn towards it. One vehicle is a master control car, while the other is a radio-controlled subsidiary. The elevator cars, built for uses at airports. The high-speed elevator cars can match the speed of most incoming aircraft unable to use their undercarriage for landing safely. Each of the 12-wheeled cars supports a flat landing pad with cushioned suspension which can be positioned beneath the hull and wings of an aircraft at landing speed, becoming a substitute for the aircraft's disabled landing gear. The Domo, the demolition and object moving operator, uses artificial gravity fields within its 3 suction pads to stabilize walls or lift objects weighing up to 50 tons. It is used to clear the disaster zone of heavy objects or to secure dangerous buildings prior to the use of other vehicles such as the Mole. The Excavator, sometimes used in conjunction with the Mole and the Domo. The Excavator is a high-powered rock-crushing machine for clearing rough ground, and is particularly useful in areas affected by landslides. The craft can break down rocks and other debris into dust and pebbles, which it ejects from the rear, creating a compacted surface layer, and enables the vehicle to clear a path through heavy rubble. The Monobrake, used for search and recovery, it is designed for use on monorail lines. A front-mounted telescopic arm can be attached to the overhead monorail for greater speed. The Neutralizer Tractor, a small mobile device for disabling electronics and radio control systems, such as explosive devices. The neutralizer can also disrupt computer systems by overriding incoming data signals transmitted by carrier waves from external sources. The Jet Air Transporter, Using a combination of anti-gravity technology and high-powered vertical turbofans, the jet air system allows people jumping from buildings to be caught safely and lowered gently to the ground. A catchment area of 20 feet around the vehicle maintains a safety margin when people are jumping. The mobile crane, a vehicle used for primarily lifting rescue personnel up to 100 feet in order to reach tall buildings, trees, transmitter masts, and even moving vehicles. The craft's crane is fitted with a turntable and can be computerized at an auto-level system to ensure that the platform remains horizontal at all times. JT-1 Condor, Jeff Tracy's personally designed Delta wingjet. Powered by Tracy Aerospace turbojets supplemented by tailplane-mounted ramjets, the craft was designed to Jeff's own specifications, and the Condor is sleek and incredibly fast aircraft. The Field Mission Half-Truck, a super-tuned version of the standard Global Carrier Cobra all-terrain vehicle. International Rescue uses the half-truck for survey and field testing expeditions in remote areas. The Cobra is powered by a gas turbine and is a well-proven commercial success, providing reliable transportation in extreme environments. International Rescue has boosted the gas turbine of the Cobra to haul International Rescue's twin caravans. The Transmitter Truck, adapted from a heavy-duty commercial vehicle, the Scarab tractor cat chases designated the IR-3. The transmitter truck uses a Jordal 6 multi-use dish for transmitting radio safety and tractor beams up to 90 million miles into space. Computer data and communication signals can identify areas to transmit signals into outer space, even in inaccessible areas. The fire truck and fire tenders. Serving as a backup to the Firefly, these are more craft bought from a manufacturer and upgraded by International Rescue. The Thunderizer, or booster motor. To assist those trapped in tall buildings, the Thunderizer can fire steel cylinder rescue packs up to 500 feet with computer-controlled precision to upper floor windows. The cylinders contain a variety of equipment, from anti-gravity jetpacks to oxygen tanks and handheld firefighting tools. Explosive projectiles can also be launched, if appropriate. The laser cutter vehicle. If access to a vault or a bunker is required, the laser cutter can gain access rapidly to these premises. The laser gun has a variety of cutting options, from single beams to pulse energy bursts and blast jets for removing obstructions once the laser has cut them free. The Tracys also carry smaller, lightweight cutting gear. The diacetylene cage, a further modification of the Zerg mini-dozer. The diacetylene cage transporter enabled a subsidiary carriage fitted with chemical foam extinguishers with extinguisher nozzles to be lowered into lift shafts of burning buildings. A clamp fitment provides the means to salvage a disabled car beneath it. The Ladybird jet, developed from a standard Tracy Aerospace supersonic Skylark two-seater passenger jet. The Ladybird is Tintin's personal pet project and has been extensively modified to her own specifications. The BR-2, designed as a mobile testbed for a new generation of lightweight, super-efficient gas turbine engines being developed by Brains. The BR-2 was the second prototype based on the Universal Motor Company Lightning 505 high-performance rating shell to be engineered in International Rescue's workshop after the BR-1 exploded during rolling road trials. Following the destruction of the BR-2, Brains is now developing the BR-3. Built and approved by the Rolls-Royce Corporation for the Creighton Ward family, Fab 1 underwent further modifications when Lady Penelope took possession. These included the application of hydrofoils for travel on water, skis for heavy snow, studs for icy roads, and a variety of built-in weaponry. Many more modifications were carried out by the Federal Agents Bureau, whose Undercover Weapons and Equipment Division fitted numerous gadgets to the vehicle, and also by International Rescue, when Lady Penelope became their London agent. The car has the outward appearance of a sophisticated vehicle suitable for a lady of leisure, but has a highly polished exterior. Access to the air-conditioned car is via a gull wing canopy and down under doors to allow ease of access. The cabin is bulletproof, and the driver, Parker sits beneath a laminated anti-glare in front of a centrally positioned steering wheel which incorporates radar-assisted steering. The Creighton Ward mansion was built in 1730 and stands on the site of a Norman castle in southern England. The mansion is designated a Grade 1 listed building by the World Heritage Organization. The mansion is built with various burglar alarm systems and audio-visual communications, and a forensic laboratory which has been built in what were the old servants' quarters. The ancestral mansion contains a library, bathrooms, toilets, games rooms, integrated TVs and holographic entertainment, a study, a banqueting hall, and a dining room. Fab 2 is Lady Penelope's private ocean-going yacht and is one of several cruisers owned by the Creighton Ward estate. Kept in an exclusive part of the south coast of England, the yacht was built specifically for Lady Penelope by International Engineering, a company in which Jeff Tracy is a major shareholder. The yacht is mainly used for social functions when Lady Penelope is travelling, but can also function as a floating operations control centre for international rescue if required. Lady Penelope's previous yacht, Seabird 1, was lost at sea following an attack by robot mastermind Mr. Steelman. Moving beyond the incredible crafts of international rescue, the glamorous world of 2065 also contains a vast assortment of groundbreaking vehicles and machinery used with military and civil use. Newly introduced by the British-based transglobal airline Air-Turanian, the Fireflash is a 600-seater atomic-powered passenger aircraft with a cruising speed of 2,800 miles per hour, significantly reducing the duration of intercontinental flights. First-class passengers are offered the unique experience of travelling in observation lounges situated in each wing. Air-Turanian provides full maintenance and testing facilities for its Fireflash fleet at London Airport. Power is generated by the heat exchanger through conduits built into the tailplane to the rear of the cockpit entry system. The Sidewinder is an all-terrain transport vehicle commissioned by the US Army. Several improvements have been made to the 20 production versions now in use, primarily in jungles worldwide. The gyroscopically balanced Sidewinders can clear whole areas of jungles, creating sites for heli-jets and troop-carrying aircraft. The Sidewinder weighs 500 tons, and the crew contains 20 men but can carry 300 if necessary. The Sidewinder is also equipped with flexible forward-mountable mandible arms fitted with laser pincers and armed machine guns to clear its path. Lightweight but extremely powerful, forward-mounted grabs can be used to clear trees and other obstacles from the Sidewinder's path. The feet of the Sidewinder contain foot sensors, which registers ground conditions. Built to order by International Robotics and designed by Jim Lucas and built in England, the Crab Logger series of forest clearing machines has proven to be a fast and effective way of preparing forest areas for road building schemes. Divided into two, the front section cuts and uproots trees, sawing trunks into planks and incinerating leaves. Planks are passed through to the back section, where they are stored for collection and then used in the building industry, or with larger branches, pulped for later use in industries such as papermaking. The craft is primarily operated by an atomic plant mounted on the forward section of the vehicle, but the crab locker can also be powered by conventional fuels such as superon tanks. Superon is a highly volatile chemical that is able to pulp wood very quickly. Crab logger base control are mobile operation vehicles which any number of crab logger operations can be controlled from. The pulp canister collection vehicle lowers a drawbridge to the rear of the crab logger vehicle, allowing pulp canisters to be transferred while the vehicle is still moving. The Highway Pathfinder Road Builder has been developed to carry out integrated ground leveling, surface leveling, and surface laying operations to produce a high-grade, multi-lane roadway in a wide range of environments. The vehicle features a reconnaissance helijet, transport bays for ancillary vehicles, and is equipped with a variety of terrain clearance devices. The road surface laid behind the road builder is produced using a revolutionary toughened tarmac compound, which sets within minutes of application. The Pathfinder also contains demolition launch charges, a demolition gun, and an explosives tractor. The tractor uses a Scarab tractor cap chassis. The Grey Houseman explosive tractor is fitted with a bank of directional newtomic charges. The monotrain provides a regular high-speed service between Paris and major destinations in Western and Central Europe and the Middle East. The transcontinental overhead monorail system was introduced as an environmentally friendly alternative to conventional track-based railways, minimizing the network's impact on agriculture and wildlife. The USN Sentinel is the world's fastest battleship. The craft is currently undergoing sea trials before being approved for active service by the World Government Security Council. Originally designed by the US Navy as a multi-purpose strike vessel to provide rapid response capability in global hotspots. Armaments include sea-to-air missiles such as the Link missiles and forward and midships mounted artillery cannons. A minimum crew of 2 can command the Sentinel in combat operations. The stern-mounted bridge of the Sentinel enables clear visual monitoring of arsenal deployment. The Sun Probe rocket used an ion drive and a chemical rocket system. The rocket's launch thrust of £20 million gave it the acceleration to reach solar orbit within a week. 3 solar nauts remained aboard whilst the nose cone probe was launched to collect particles of a solar prominence. Its fuel is toxelerine, and the Sun Probe has a heat-resistant hull constructed from helium and ceramic additives. The Martian Space Probe was designed by Professor Wingrove of Rosenthal Industries as a low-cost means of carrying out orbiting survey missions of the planet Mars, following the ill-fated Zero-X mission. The Martian Space Probe mini-rocket was built for transportation by land or sea to a pre-constructed launch platform that could be installed anywhere in the world. The rocket launch was set for an automated countdown that would be immediately activated once the lifting body was raised into a go position. The Martian Space Probe's Atlantic crossing was led by a specially constructed loading facility that transferred the Martian Space Probe to a twin-hull tanker for its journey by sea to Britain. A similar facility in England transfers the spaceship onto its carrier for the remaining journey by road. The cost of the repairs to the bridge and loss of the rocket following the Arlington Bridge disaster bankrupted Rosenthal Industries and put an end to the Martian Space Probe project. Pirate satellite TV station KLA illustrates the problems of unlicensed broadcasting and the hazards of unregistered satellite usage. KLA was launched on a rocket from a secret location using stolen military stealth technology to avoid detection. As KLA was unlicensed, its orbit was not registered with the International Space Control. Some months after KLA started operations, the ISC authorized the destruction of a telesatellite 4-satellite launcher, unaware that KLA was caught in the resulting explosion. The Wombat carrier jet was a long-range fuel tanker built by the World Air Force. A Dart-7 World Air Force fighter plane can land on its deck for refueling. Skythrust was built by the New World Aircraft Corporation and serves as the Atlantic Airlines' passenger and freight carrier. 40 Skythrusts went into service alongside other Air-Terranean Atlantic Airlines and World Airlines ships. Each craft contains a number of new safety features designed by Hiram K. Hackenbacker, where the fuel can be ejected from the craft and detonated, preventing the risk of an emergency and lessening the risk of a fire. The U.S. Army Air Force RTL-2 transport aircraft is a general transport aircraft used by the USAF to carry troops, vehicles, or armament such as Poseidon missiles. The craft can also drop humanitarian aid in drought or earthquake zones when the Army is called in to assist when natural disasters strike. RTLs are based at Matthews Field USAF Base in North America. Ocean Pioneer class tankers are a series of supertankers that carry ulsterine and are powered by atomic reactors. 6 tanks are used for transporting oil and ulsterine and the central maintenance gangplank. The bridge is located at the back of the ship, with the atomic fusion reactor located beneath the deck. The Hood's mini submarine is one of the Hood's various vehicles that allow him to carry out his many criminal activities. The Hood controls many companies that have underworld connections, which supply him with the necessary equipment and vehicles. His submarine is light and can be carried on an 8-wheeled transporter disguised as a freight carrier and is powered by an atomic fusion reactor. This brings an end to the magical world of international rescue. All sources have been carefully analysed and selected to ensure the most accurate specifications of the vehicles and machinery seen throughout the series have been used for research.